Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fariha Maulida and I'm here to tell you about the story that I've read before from this book, The Little Prince. The author is Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Okay, so after I read this book, I get some conclusion here. The first is synopsis. The synopsis, the narrator introduces himself as a man who learned when he was a child that adults lack imagination and understanding. He is now a pilot who has crash landed in a desert. He encounters a small boy who asks him for a drawing of a ship, and the narrator obliges. The narrator, who calls the child the little prince, learns that the boy comes from a very small planet, which the narrator believes comes from asteroid B612. The prince travels to a series of asteroids, each featuring a grown-up who has been reduced to a function. The narrator and little prince spend 8 days in the desert and have run out of water. Then the two then traverse the desert in search of a well which miraculously they find. The little prince tells the narrator that he plans to return that night to his planet and flower, and that now the stars will be meaningful to the narrator because he will know that his friend is living on one of them. That's the synopsis of this story, The Little Prince. And here is my review after I read this story. The review, the first thing that catches the eye of this book is the cover of illustration, which the author has made himself. The picture is very typical of children's book, although this look is more popular as a story for children. The values contained are more aimed at adult readers. Here it can be seen that the author tries to write messages about life for adults to understand through the eyes of children represented by the little prince. So after the synopsis and review, there's about strength, weakness, and the moral value. The strength of the story, the book pages are few, so that is easy to understand, to read. And the weakness, there are some words that difficult to understand. So after I read this story, there are a lot of some words that I didn't understand, so I must to looking for to the dictionary. And the last is about moral value. The moral value after I read this story is love is all important and allow us to truly see to the heart and beauty of all things. Um, like author said, in the back of the book, The Little Prince is a classic tale of equal appeal to children and adults. So this book is literally can read by all of the ages, start to children until adults. Everybody can read this book because this book has a beautiful moral value. I think it's enough for this video. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.